games out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So now here are the Bears with excellent field position to start off. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now a second down at 6. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Looking to throw on second down. Fields. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Throwing on third down, Fields. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. Running for it, Montgomery. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. I like that call. I'm assuming you're with me.
I am. I'm totally with you. And to me, they saw something that they liked there. Because, let's face it, it's going to be a mass of bodies. But it feels like the head coach has said, my best runner over my best blocker, give it to me right now.
And you only needed 1 yard where they were on the other side of the field. Seems like a no-brainer.
If we can't get 1 yard, what are we doing out here?
On second down, here's the option. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here, you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround What is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. He'll drop to throw. Slant pass. He's got Reynolds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. This is Swift on the counter. On the move past the 40. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Fields. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The Bears had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's the option play now to the left. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, Fields. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 7-7, our score after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But CD, there he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have moved out in front. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. 1-play drives From that distance, what an effort. It results in the touchdown. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2, so I would agree with you totally on that.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. Completion here to Claypool. Well, hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Holding, offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Fields throw.
And he coughed it up, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
This drive did. But if they can keep straight.
And now before the ball changes hands,
Play
take a
under
look
review.
at them just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Now Fields.
And incomplete on the deep ball. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool.
That he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So here are the Lions to take over. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week they defeated the Carolina Panthers here. Good momentum.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Jack Fox on to punt.
This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Here's Fields.
A bullet throw, but incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne.
And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, here's Fields.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Hard throw, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here we go on 4th down, Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now it's Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Again, Fields.
And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
He finds Aguilar over the middle.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Touchdown!
Chase Claypool, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here. The ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 17-14. touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's got room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's into the hands of Reynolds.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And this is scooped up by the Lions. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They fell in their ball game last week. That was a loss to the Saints, but they're on top here as they begin this drive.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. On second and 11 now.
Fields locates Mooney on the out route.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Fields. There's Mooney with another catch.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Fields.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Fields now to throw.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This from 32 yards away. Sanders' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. Happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll set up a throw.
And he wants Reynolds way downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
Back to throw. Fields. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
2nd and 10. Fields again. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery.
Finding room at midfield. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. Now a 1st down throw. Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after 1st down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on 2nd down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw in that play with the loss.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Back to throw now on 1st down. It's complete to Williams.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Bears will get the football back.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 13. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be out right at the 35. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually count for him, and he's hurting him today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Throwing on 3rd down. Fields.
Open man is born. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They snap it to Fields. Completion here to Claypool. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
59 yards on the ground for him so far.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
To throw is Fields.
He'll leave it for Montgomery complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Going up the gun, Montgomery. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here's Fields. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bears are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second and 1. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack, trying to get away, but could not. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. On play action, they'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away.